Dogs have absolutely no respect for their owners. In fact, I'm totally convinced that dogs actually view their owners as incredibly stupid. You'll hear mutt lovers rant about how dogs are loving creatures. They will post photos nonstop on social media trying to support that, showing dogs with a certain expression like they're so pitiful and innocent and loving, right? That all they want to do is be loved and to love you. And this video is actually inspired by a comment from the user Nikola Teslas, which reads, "You always hear these dog wackos saying how they love dogs or animals in general more than people. They'll say that the dog is only there to love them, while other people, even their children and spouses, are just pains in the ass. Well, perhaps if someone would feed me, give me shelter, rent free, show me constant love and affection 24/7, pet me, give me hugs and kisses, and every single goddamn thing I do is cute, all while letting me lie around all day for my entire life without ever expecting me to bring any income or anything at all to the table, then I would undoubtedly be there to love them too. Of course, the humans in the lives of these batshit crazy dog lovers don't show them the same level of affection as their smelly dogs do. That's because they are not getting the levels of love and affection that the dogs get. These nutcases need their dogs so badly because it seems that a brain-dead, goofy dog with his dumbass tongue hanging out is the only creature willing to hang with them and deal with their crap. And even then, it's only for the food." End quote. Now think about it. In the wild, you do not find animals that will provide food and shelter for other animals. A lion would not hunt an animal and bring it back for a hyena to eat. The act of providing these mutts with free food, free shelter, and affection is very unnatural behavior among animals. Like, the only beings the animals are willing to feed is their own children. So when they see a stupid mutt lover allow them into their home around their family, provide them with an endless amount of free food, and rub on them all the time, and the dog knows that it has done nothing for you to deserve such treatment, that dog is going to view you as very, very stupid. It's going to think something is wrong with you, wrong with your brain. And they will do whatever they have to do from that point. They're going to play along and display all the behaviors of affection that they're designed to. Wag their tails and lick on you. And in return, they get free food and free shelter. But they have absolutely no respect for your intelligence. They can't. Because they know they've done nothing for you. And they know that they are not your literal child, but you act like and treat them as if they are. Now, why do I say they have no respect for your intelligence? It is a rule that you do not leave children alone with dogs. Dog lovers are fully aware of this. When you look at the circumstances surrounding dog attacks on children and infants, you'll see that the dogs almost always wait until the adult has either left the room or fallen asleep. Think about that. The dog is invited to live in a home of humans. The dog's master, who feeds it, has other people, family members, living in the home as well. The children and infants are small in comparison to the master, right? And other adults who provide food, who actually put the dog food into the dog pan. So if one of those type of people are present, the mutt won't attack the child. These dogs know full well that your children are in fact your children. But because the dog lover displays behavior that is totally unnatural to animals, they have no respect for their masters, and they are fully willing to kill the children that share attention with the dog, right? If you have no child, then the attention that you give to your children would automatically go towards the dog. Just as the veterinarian said, dogs get jealous. They tell you to feed, exercise, and show the dogs attention before the arrival of a newborn so the dog doesn't feel left out. Well, if the child is no longer there, then the attention that you used to give the child, the food that you used to give the child, would automatically get rerouted to the dog, right? They would get even more free food if your child was not there. Sort of reminds me of how male lions will kill the cubs of a lioness when he takes over the pride, because as long as she has cubs from another lion, she will not give him the attention and sex that he wants. It's only after he kills the cubs that the lioness will be willing to mate with him. This is animal behavior. These dogs don't love their masters. They have no concept of love. They simply use them for food. Experts tell you to never leave kids or babies alone with dogs because the dog has no respect for your family. The dog's only intention is to continue to show the master affection and respect, to maintain a constant food supply. These deranged mutt lovers actually believe that the dog is in love with their character, with them as human beings, as if the dogs love their master's personality. You got to remember, these mutt lovers have social disorders, right? This is why dogs come across as therapeutic to dog lovers, because dog lovers run into so many situations with humans where other humans don't like them or their personality because they are control freaks. They are narcissists, assholes. And it is a breath of fresh air to them that no matter how much of a control freak or asshole they are, the dog is always happy to see them, wags its tail and licks on them, and makes them feel special. This is actually a lack of intelligence on the dog lover's part, and actually an act of intelligence on the dog's part. The dog is simply doing what nature made it feel like it needs to do to get as much food as possible. In this case, from a stupid human, a mutt lover. You look at the dog's nature, they cannot stop eating. They eat and eat and eat and eat. So in their mind, they need as much food as possible. That's the only reason they're happy to see you. That's the only reason they lick on you and wag their tail, because they want to maintain a food supply from this stupid being that allows it into their home and gives it unlimited free food. And that will include killing that mutt lover's children to get as much food as possible. This behavior in general, from the perspective of intelligent humans, is evil. Right here you are giving mutts free shelter, free food, and those mutts can't wait to kill your children so that they can get even more free food. Sound like something out of a horror movie. That is exactly what it is. Animals do not understand human intelligence. They think humans are as stupid as they are. But what they find out is that dog lovers are actually even more stupid than themselves, because not even they will simply take care of another creature, provide free food for another creature. This is no doubt mind-boggling to these mutts. They actually found an entity or creature that is even more stupid than they are. And this is why they have no respect for the lives of your offspring. And you see case after case after case. The dog waited until the grandmother left the room, waited until they were asleep, right? Snuck in through a fence, knew where the child was and killed him. These dogs are acting on instinct. They just want to ensure that when it is raining, you will always let them inside of your home. They want to ensure that you will continue to give them free food. And it is impossible for them to respect you or love you. Because if they did respect you or love you, they would not be willing to kill your children. They don't understand the concept of respect. They are animals, right? This is literally me trying to civilize cave people. Listen to what I'm saying. Trying to teach them the nature of animals apart from humans. And in the process, in the meantime, these stupid mutt lovers, children, are being attacked every day, mauled every day, and it's still not getting through to these deranged mutt lovers. This is a mentality that nature instilled into these dogs. So in these situations of dog lovers being in love with dogs and actually believing that the dog is in love with them, it is the dog, not the human, who is displaying greater intelligence. The mutt lover is actually being used and manipulated by the mutt, not even to the awareness of the mutt. The mutt is just doing what it is designed to do whatever it has to do to continue to get food. While in nature it involves hunting. But here is a stupid human who is just giving them free food, rubbing on them. So all that dog knows it needs to do to keep that going is to continue licking on them. I do not call dog lovers brainless for no reason. I will explain to you exactly how you are brainless. And you should feel ashamed to display such a lack of intelligence compared to a mutt.